Welcome back to this playthrough for Fallout New Vegas. In this video, we're going to be doing R.K. Gannon's companion quest, finally. So I've already got Ed to follow me. Well, we'll go ahead and change that later. Let's go ahead and talk to Arcade real quick.
Lead the way. I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this. I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out. I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro. A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here. After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel. The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar. That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam, so militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas. Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I can convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
There's the quest for him. I'm going to give him
Sure.
something real quick,
Just don't
though.
treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
Use that nifty new gun we picked up. All right. Let's see what this... Let's go here. This quest for now. Oh, we got people all over the place, don't we? It's actually someone pretty close by. Close to the gun runners, actually. And west side. Huh, how about that? We'll go to the little guy next to the gun runners for starters. Point in the right direction. Like I am. Thought I heard gunfire. Guessing maybe this house? Couldn't be though. Oh, no, there it is. Let him get into a little more sunny place. We can at least see his face. There is such a place in here. There we go.
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving. Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries? Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling? I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser. Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind. Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is, remember. Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero. Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years. I don't do anything. I'm retired. I was a soldier. Why do you even care? I came out here to forget about the past, so quit bringing it up.
Hey, see,
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left. It's been decades, you know. By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
Alright. That was pretty straightforward. I think he's also going to be the most troublesome person. We're pretty close to... Yes, that's near Miguel's pawn shop. Okay.
Mark my words, won't be long before the Legion and NCR butt heads over Hoover Dam.
That pointing to Miguel's pawn shop? Somebody behind me. Oh, there he is.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side? I help tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized. Couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. West Side was a good place to settle down as any. Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
There's Arcade's suggestion, not mine.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro. I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants. Internal sabotage took down the oil rig. Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region. I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary. Uh-huh.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warned. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him. Oh, I know. I was only a boy when they went through hell together. I'm glad you're helping me reunite them. Even if I'm still just a spectator in all of this, I know they can still do some good.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm going to have to go out our way one way or the other, but we'll go to Jacobstown first.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again. Killing our bighorners, shooting at the lodge, that sort of thing. It's getting hard to keep people from retaliating. Guess I can't say for sure if they're NCR. Whoever they are, they want us dead or gone. You're human. They might be willing to listen to what you have to say. Maybe. I'm not asking you to kill them. Just talk them into leaving. Hell, pay them off if you have to. Thanks.
Wasn't planning on doing this, but fine. I know they're pretty close to here. Saved recently.
Our business is with the muties, not you. I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
All right, Marcus. They're gone.
Something on your mind? Good. Glad you didn't kill them. Letting them walk away proves we're not bloodthirsty mutants. If NCR or anybody else is looking for an excuse to attack Jacobstown, they're not gonna get it from us. See you.
Okay. Like I said, that was a little bit of a an unexpected request, but that's okay.
Need to tighten up my vices again.
All right, Doc.
I assume this is about something important? You're interrupting my research. The Nightkin have varying degrees of mental instability due to their addiction to stealth boy use. I've been trying to come up with a cure. I'm currently investigating the local Night Stalker population, since they seem to have developed a natural stealth field. I've also gotten my hands on a working Stealth Boy Mark II prototype, but that experiment is riskier. I'd rather not pursue that research just yet. If we must. Yes, specializing in neuroscience, both human and canine. Of course, this lab is nothing compared to what I had when I was with the Enclave. Yes, but the leadership and I didn't see eye to eye, so I left. It was the right decision, since the Enclave's oil rig was destroyed not long after. Cyberdogs and the like. It's not a field I work in much anymore. If we must. You must have something important in mind. I'm willing to go to this little reunion, but my work here isn't complete. Help me get my research to a stage where I can hand it over to my assistant, Calamity, and then ask me about this again.
Ah, son of a gun.
Thank you. I strongly suspect that the source of the mutation is artificial, but the super mutants found nothing. Your fresh eyes may do better. Lily might be interested in coming with you. She's lost a few of her bighorners to Night Stalker attacks, and would enjoy a little revenge. Yes, yes.
Oh. Now, second quest I wasn't looking to have to do. I guess it's something we have to do. I walk all the way around, don't I? Okay, I will do that. I guess I gave Arcade a nice shiny new gun, so he needs to start using it, right?
Better watch out. Lily's been babbling about her grandkids.
Well, maybe I didn't. Maybe there wasn't any hollowed out rocks before. Maybe that's a mod. Who knows? Maybe I could have brought my hunting revolver with me, but that's fine. That gun does a lot of damage. Oh, you know what? Oh, I could get my mysterious magnum. I should have enough 44 by now. Mess with Ed. Like a hollowed out rock.
Just as a warning, my covert bandaging skills
Yeah. I know.
are a little rusty.
Far in here, okay. Let's, oh, yes, take this way. That's better. Really hard to see these suckers. Alright, so checking the thing. Okay, direction. You see anything shimmering? No, it doesn't look like it. I regret that, but I'm going to go out of stealth mode. I got a ton of 5.56 ammunition. I'm thinking maybe we should give the 44 a try. Dang it. I guess I could have just warped over there, but that's fine.
So many staring eyes.
Is there something else I can do for you? There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way. Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me. Possibly immediate and permanent metal damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark IIs never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her. I'll be waiting.
Hello.
Jimmy! Little Jimmy! My, how you're grown up! So good of you to come visit your grandma. I watch over the bighorners. They're sweet, gentle creatures, but sometimes they get ornery, just like my grandkids. Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
Mark my words, it won't be long before the Legion and NCR butt heads over Hoover Dam. The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test as soon as you give me the go-ahead. Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though. All right, power on the stealth boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rat scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. But that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0. That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the stealth boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results.
Well, well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way.
Well, this could be bad.
My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the stealth boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides. No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request. Pain won't go away.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins. Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype... That's brilliant. Simple yet elegant. I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Didn't realize my science was that high. Oh look, and I leveled up. I don't know, I just feel this work is just really good for me. Kind of like a bit of a John Wick build in a way. So many headshots.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yeah, you know what we're supposed to be doing now, buddy.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it. Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work. Yes, yes.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed. I'm sure Henry has goals. He was just more concerned with the how than the why of things. Being in the Enclave didn't really mean much to him. I guess I'm lucky that I'm part of the followers. Helping people as a doctor is important, but with the followers, it feels different. It feels like we're working towards something more important. That's more than the sum of the good deeds that we do.
So that was a
Bother someone else.
very detailed recruitment that I wasn't expecting to be as detailed as it was. That's fine. No, we'll travel in a circle. We'll go to Novak next. This one.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all. Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away. I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together. 4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me. Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear. I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow. Watch your 6 out there.
Arcade stuck outside.
Since my mother died,
Oh dear Lord.
Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too. She flew him out on over a dozen missions. including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded. Not much glory in the Enclave. Most of her old comrades are long gone. I know life as a salvager can't compare to being a vertibird pilot, but at least it's a life. That has to count for something.
Well, let's fast travel out of here before you... I don't know, like... Yeah, whatever. Okay, he's not vibrating anymore. I remember you, sir.
Officers of the Omergas, Omernas, the ones that run Gomorrah. Someone killed them. What brings you around this time? Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then? Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is Auld. Appropriate, huh?
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew. I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
I mean, is it really Nevada anymore, though? If we're being honest here. Okay. I don't think we can warp there, but we can go to Ranger Station Foxtrot. These people. Dang, it's on the other side of the mountain. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll take the long way, I guess. I think it may have been faster. Go to Jacobstown. Maybe not. Yeah, let's support the Legion. I mean, they only hate me.
Krieger's the officer here, not me. The final say on the plan is up to him.
Guy in the baseball cap?
You ever seen one of those rangers in black armor? I wouldn't want to make one of those mad.
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against? Moreno, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird. Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him. He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him. You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it. I hear reports of Legion raiding parties all over the place. They can't all be rumors.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out. I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR troops get in the way.
Thanks for doing this. Getting them all back together again. I'll be honest, when Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece. I still don't know how this is all gonna shake out in the end, but at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done. I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're gonna need every doctor they can get. I figured you'd say that. Sometimes staying put is the best thing you can do. I'll leave the fighting to the old war horses. It's what they were made for. I need to go take care of something before I set up at Freeside. I'll see you soon. And again, thanks for your help with the others.
Oh, son of a gun.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch, but he's also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying. Since Whitman will be staying with the vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power armor to you. You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance. The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
What you're saying is if I'm hungry, make sure I eat ahead of time.
Prim has a new sheriff. I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group. Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped, you should take it. It'll take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
And I'm over encumbered again.
Some cons got cornered in the ruins of Boulder City.
Just me and you again, Ed.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. I thought I might wear it at Hoover Dam, but after you talked me out of it, I didn't see the point in hanging on to it any longer. I'm here because of you, so I figured you're the one most deserving of it. It should protect you from everything short of a plasma caster. And if you need anything at all, you know where to find me. It's the least I could do. All I ask is that you put it to good use. This place has lived in the shadow of Caesar for long enough. I may not be the one to help stop him here, but you are. Fortis fortuna adiuvat. Good luck. And goodbye.
Oh, wait. Help me carry it back. Son of a gun. Alright, well, there you go. That's the companion quest for R.K. Gannon. I think the first time I played this game, by the time I figured out, you know, what was required for this quest, I don't think there was any way for me to get enough trust with him to get it triggered. So, I think he's really the only companion I never did complete the companion quest for, so that's a first for me. But, yeah, this new armor he gave me, wow, that's pretty dang nasty, isn't it? I will have to contemplate, you know, wearing this. Probably will, actually, because that's heavy armor. So, yeah, I'll probably wear this. It does negate my light armor perk, but that's okay, I suppose. If I put it on, nope, still overweight. Okay. Okay, here we go. Kind of slowly pan around. Don't think I'll wear the helmet because it's -1 charisma. And I already have a massive 1 charisma as is. So, yeah, I think what I might do is I might use one of the old T-45 power helmets that I found a while ago. And I'll use that to complement the look of the suit. But for now, I'll just say, yeah, that's it for can't say it. For Auld Lang Syne. Yes. That's it for that quest. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you all in the next one. Take care.